Hi, my name is Katie Sinisfet. I am a junior and my major is health and PE. I would like to be a teacher. I have to take this class because it is required for my major, although I do find the information intriguing and that it will be helpful in the future. Something interesting about me is that I did play softball at Kent State my first 2 years. I no longer play due to personal reasons, but that's okay. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy for the experience that was given to me and very grateful for the opportunity. Something I want the class to know about me is that I love to laugh. I love laughing. It's just makes me feel better. I work a lot. If I am not in class or I'm not at home, I am most definitely at work. My family is the most important thing to me. They just mean the world to me. So yeah, moving on to the theories. My favorite theory, I was kind of stuck in between the two. I like the stimulus response behavior theory, and then I also like the social cognitive theory, so I'm going to go ahead and do the social cognitive theory. So let's go ahead and start there. So the social cognitive theory is broken down into 3 different categories. We have the reciprocal determinism, expectancies, and self-control. So the reciprocal determinism is broken down into 3 different factors, which are individual, environment, and then the individual behaviors. It's kind of like a triangle. So each of those 3 factors are at the points of a triangle. And if one changes, it's going to change another one. So if your environment changes, it's going to change you as a whole and your behavior. Or if your behavior changes, it's going to affect you as a whole and it's going to affect your environment and the people around you. So it's really cool. I like the triangle. I think the diagram is very helpful when it comes to certain things. And then expectancies is value placed on perceived outcomes of behavior. And then self-control is the determined goals in the behavior choices. So how do you want this to your outcome to be? What do you want it to be? And then my least favorite theory has to be the stages of change. I am not a huge fan of the stages of change because there are a lot of parts to it. And if you don't have the diagram in front of you, or if I don't have the diagram in front of me, I cannot tell you which part goes where. Obviously, I think the preparation and the action phase is more easy to find, but then the beforehand, not so much. Not so much. So, the stages of change, it's, I'll use an example because it helps me better to use examples. So it's basically like if a person wants to stop smoking. At the beginning of the stage, they're not thinking about stop smoking. They're not thinking about any of that. That's the pre-completion stage. They're not thinking about anything, right? They're smoking along. On the completion stage, they start thinking about either consequences or like what's it doing to them, and they just start thinking about it, you know what I mean? And then the preparation phase is they want to start taking the necessary steps in the right direction to get better. So they are looking into, is it the best way to stop cold turkey or just slow down the packs, that kind of thing. The action is then you take the action and you take the necessary steps to stop smoking. And then the maintenance is you no longer, once you've finished it, you no longer think about that behavior. So yeah, that's how I view it. So thanks.